Hello, my loves, and welcome to your reading. This reading is all about your predictions for the month of March. We're going to be taking a look at the overall theme of the month, what you're leaving behind, what is entering your life, what is coming in your love life, what is coming in your career, and the advice for the month. Now, I asked for this reading to be shown only to those who really need to hear this. I've been gone for a few weeks, and so I don't think the algorithm loves me very much and will push this out there. But I do believe that it will find exactly who it needs to find. And so let's all take a deep breath together and trust that you'll get exactly what you need to get out of this. Okay, let's get started. Now, the overall theme of the month here, the card that showed up for you is here and now. Now, if you take a look at this card, there is two signs here that say past and future. This month, I feel like you're going to need to be fully present in the moment. Okay? Spirit wants you to know that only this moment counts and that you have exactly what it takes to handle anything. But you have to let go of this obsession of needing to look into the future, of needing to know what will happen. Okay? And number two, you need to let go of the past. You need to stop being stuck in the past and obsessing over the old story, over what was. You're an overthinker. You're somebody who stresses yourself out for really no reason. You tend to think about the worst case scenario, thinking that at least you'll be prepared for when it happens. But no, you have to leave all of that behind. Leave it in the past. March is a new month, my love. March is an opportunity to step into a different timeline, one where you're connected, one where you're in tune with your inner guidance and not living in fear, in doubt, in stress. You're essentially entering a new time of your life where, you're going to say goodbye to the old self and welcome this new version of yourself. And, with March, soon enough, spring will come, okay? And you're essentially getting ready to bloom again like you should. Now, we're going to take a look at what you're leaving behind and what is entering your life. I have the Five of Wands here and the Queen of Swords. So what I'm getting here from the Five of Wands is that you're essentially leaving behind a lot of drama. I see that you had a lot of conflict. You were very confused about a certain situation. You were lacking clarity, lack of self control. There's chaos, there is obstacles, there is disagreements here. And that's pretty much the theme here. Very heavy, very dense, very negative energy that you're kind of leaving in the past. Now, I feel like there could have been a conflict of interest between you and someone else, and I see that you might have been struggling. I I feel like there has been a lot of arguments that led nowhere. You not being able to get your point across. You might have been dealing with a person who didn't want the same things you wanted, and like they didn't have the same values or plans or goals as you did for you or for themselves. And so in general, there's this lack of understanding here, this behaving without a control, this starting a fire, an argument, a fight out of nothing for the tiniest thing too. And so I feel like you might have felt unappreciated, unrecognized. And so the feeling that you had to show up and do more and do more and give without recognition. And, in your mind, you're like, maybe the more I give, the more this person will value me, okay, or these people. But you were pretty much getting no recognition, getting nowhere whatsoever, leaving you depleted of energy, tired, empty. And like there's this misunderstanding here. There's you feeling very misunderstood and the feeling that you had to explain yourself over and over without resolution. And so this is something that went on for quite a while here. And I feel like it left you exhausted of being in battle mode with the wands here, battling without achieving anything really. Okay. Now, with the Queen of Swords, Thank God she showed up, actually. You're cutting all the past bullshit behind, okay? You're cutting all that stuff out of your life. Now, this is Libra energy, and I am a Libra, so I totally get why this energy showed up for you. But so we have water and air here in terms of the elements. You could be a Libra, you could have water placements in your chart that are coming through now. With this queen here, you're pretty much sick and tired of the past, okay? You're realizing that what you did before is not working out for you, and you're ready to take matters into your own hands and making some really sharp changes, because the Queen of Swords is somebody who makes really sharp changes, very smart, very uses the intellect to serve herself, okay? And so now pretty much what you're saying here with the Queen of Swords, because this is a card that says be your own person, believe in what you believe in, no matter the opposition that comes across. Okay, so stand your ground and do what you gotta do. Now, don't be afraid to stand alone. Say exactly what is on your mind. Don't sugarcoat anything, just to make other people feel better, because sometimes we avoid saying things the way they are just to make other people, just to to not hurt other people. But this is the energy that you're changing, that you're no longer sugarcoating things, you're speaking your truth. And so this is what the Queen of Swords is telling you: speak your truth. Okay, don't worry, don't be afraid to say something and hurt people. Don't put up with anything that you don't like. Speak up for whatever it is that you want, and be direct, just like the Queen of Swords. And so I feel like you're stepping into a timeline where you're not, you're not taking any bullshit. You're not going to allow people to play you anymore. You're intelligent, you're very smart, you know what you deserve. You're finally realizing it after what you have left behind, all the chaos and all the conflict. Um, and when you feel like you're not getting what you want, and you're not being treated the way you want to be treated, you have to act upon it. Okay, you're no longer going to suck this up. Now we're going to move on to your love energy and what is coming for love in the month of March. Now this is really, really exciting for me here, because when I pulled the cards, they came out in piles of three. Okay, so it was two piles of three cards each. This was the first pile, and this was the second pile. Now, the first pile has the High Priestess, the Father of Cups, or the King of Cups, and the Father of Swords in this deck, or the King of Swords. And then the other part of the story had the Four of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Hierophant. So it's almost like before you get here, you have to go through this. You have to get here first and then move on to this. Okay, so two different timelines that you have to go through, but that's the energy that showed up. Now, the story that it's giving me here is the fact that there's two love interests. Now, we're going to set this aside for now, and we're going to focus on these three with the High Priestess, the Father of Cup, and the Father of Swords. There's two love interests coming through. Okay, and these are the Father of Cups, or King of Cups, and the Father of Swords, or King of Swords. Now, with the King of Cups, the energy here is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So you could have somebody in your life that is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or based on the characteristics, someone who is essentially emotionally mature. This person remains very calm. Now, this could be somebody who's already in your life, or somebody who's about to come in. That's that's going to resonate differently for different people, but the story is pretty much the same. So again, this is an emotionally mature person. Okay, this is somebody who remains very calm during like an argument or during a turbulent situation. This is a very compassionate person, very caring. Now, the fact that they're emotionally mature means that this is somebody who's going to take the time to understand how you're feeling, understand your emotions, understand what's going on with you, and who's willing to listen, okay, and be empathetic. Now, this person is, they're capable of handling conflict without blowing it out of proportion, without like starting a fire out of nothing. And this could be a person who is very artistic. So, again, they could have a career in the arts. meaning, I mean, that could be anything from, the food industry to a singer songwriter to, something to do with social media. It could be a coach, it could be a mentor, it could be a therapist. It could also just be a very spiritual person that you connected with or that you will connect with. Okay. Now, the other person, the King of Swords here, this is somebody that it could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, or just simply somebody who is very logical. Okay. He's pretty much all about facts. And I'm saying he because they're showing up as very masculine energies, but feel free to flip the roles if you're a male dealing with a woman. Now, this is somebody who has very little emotion, very rational. They're very articulate in the way they speak, and they're very direct. Okay, so again, very similar to the Queen of Swords, very similar to the energy that you're stepping into. They are, this is not your typical like soft and cuddly and caring person. They're very strategic, okay, in the way they think, in the way they act. They're very smart. And I feel like this is somebody who has like a military mindset. Okay, they're very they use their intellect more than their emotions. Okay, they don't sugarcoat anything. They say it as it is, and they can be very what's the word I'm looking for here? Very analytical. Okay, the thing with this person is that they might lack compassion and empathy, and they're very structured. Okay, now, these are two completely different energies that are going to come into your life, or again, that are already in your life. Now, the thing here with the High Priestess is that you're going to have to use your intuition to make a choice here. The thing is that you're going to develop or have already developed, if these are people that you have met already or that you have already in your life, you're going to develop some sort of feeling for both of them. Okay. And, you know, there is this deep connection happening here with these two people that's going to make you feel like you don't know what you want to do, because they're the opposite. Okay. They're two very different people. The thing here is that deep down, like, who resonates with you the most. Okay. Whether you know this person or not yet, you're going to know. Use with the High Priestess especially, there's a lot of hidden, I don't want to say secrets, but things that you don't know yet. Okay. And so I want to say, use your heart to make this choice. um I feel like you don't want to make another mistake in your love life, and you want to improve. You don't want to make another mistake in your love life. That's simply it. And you want to take things slow. You want to be able to get to know the person as much as possible. But at the end of the day, believe it or not, you're never going to know everything about a person, okay? And so I feel like you're scared of surprises, and I totally get it. But this is why you have to use your intuition, and you have to trust yourself with this, okay? You'll know. You're going to know. Now, the advice that I can give you is to have a look at what it is that you want in your life and to just follow your heart with it. Excuse me. Let me drink some water. So, again, you have to follow your heart, okay? And people might say that, when people say, oh, I love them both. Yeah, you do, but you also don't, okay? You might love them both, but not in the same way. And you're going to be able to distinguish what kind of love you have for each person, okay? And how you feel towards them and how they relate to you, okay, in the connection. You know what I mean, okay? You can love multiple people at the same time, but not in the same way. There's always one that you love more, okay? Now, on to the next part. The energy here, you guys, is absolutely fantastic, okay? It's stunning. What's showing up here is the Four of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Hierophant. Now, again, Four of Wands, we have commitment, we have marriage, we have celebration, happiness, union, you name it. I mean, like, for some of you, it could be because of all the sun here. It could be you going on a trip with this person somewhere sunny and having like a really good time. Now, but in general, it has a lot to do with connection and love and harmony. Now, again, with the Ten of Cups here, very similar energy. Being open, though, okay? Being open, opening your heart to somebody. allowing things to happen, going with the flow, have a family. This is a family card. Long lasting commitment. We have harmony, peace, feeling safe in the connection, and you're going to feel really safe. And the thing that ties it back to this is, who do you feel safe with? Okay, who do you feel like you can just be yourself with? Okay, who makes you feel your most authentic self without having to put up a mask? Okay, and so again, feeling safe in the connection, being able to feel at home with this person, not being afraid of speaking your truth, of saying what you think without having to sugarcoat things. um, you know Knowing that you'll be loved and understood no matter what version of you shows up. Okay, now, with the Hierophant here, this is a marriage card. For me, these two are marriage cards, the Four of Wands and the Hierophant. This is a very spiritual union, very spiritual card. Technically considered the Pope also, if you're religious, I don't know. Again, so what I'm seeing here is that this month there's union, okay? There's a connection that leads to a higher level of commitment, and you and this person are both ready to have something solid and stable here. There's no playing anymore. This is very solid. This is Taurus energy. And so, with Taurus is, they know what they want and they're gonna go for it. I don't know if you're a Taurus, or the person that you're dealing with might be a Taurus, but the energy that's showing up with this card is of knowing what you both want, and just going for it together. Okay, so we're gonna leave the love energy aside, and we're gonna move on to the career. But just to complete the love energy situation that's coming on for month, again, two different people with two very different energy, you having to make a choice as to who you want to move towards. And then you really enjoying that, because you really need this. Okay, you're ready for something deeper. You're leaving behind all the drama and all the chaos and all the people that never understood you, and you're moving on to something that is united, that is connected, that is loyal, and that is stable. Okay. Okay, so let's move on to your career to see what's coming for the month of March. Now, I have the Page of Wands, the World, the Two of Cups, and the King of Wands. I'm just going to put them up a little so you can see the full card. Let me see if it's in frame. Yeah, perfect. Okay, now March is going to be such a good month for you guys. Oh, I love it. I love this energy for you. You deserve it so much. Okay, so with the Page of Wands here, what I'm seeing is that there is a beginning of a new project in your career. Okay, whether it's a promotion, a job, a career change, something to do, of course, with your career, but it's a new beginning. Okay, there is alignment with your life purpose here, and it's the beginning of a journey in the career that will actually be fulfilling to you and totally aligned to you. Okay, this is something that you've been wanting to do. This is something that is a calling to you. Okay, and it might not know what it is yet, but you will find out very, very soon. Okay, now with the World, I feel like in your past you had to struggle to get a promotion. If it's connected to the Five of Wands here, with all the struggle and the conflict to be recognized, um, if you had to struggle to get a promotion, now the universe with the World card here is finally giving you the opportunity to be your own boss. Okay, to have the responsibility. And I feel like you're going to have a lot more responsibility now with this journey, but it's not going to be overwhelming. Okay, because whatever you're going to do is something that your soul is craving, that has been craving for a while, and that you are going to have a lot of success with. Okay, it's pretty much a completely new beginning with the World, because it's an end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. And I feel like you are closing a cycle over here and moving on to this new cycle where you decide to take matters into your own hands. And again, it's showing up in your career. So the reason why I said you wouldn't be overwhelmed, it's because of this Two of Cups here too. Okay, and so if you look at the Two of Cups, there's these people working together, like sharing the cup, like there's this interaction between these two people, and I feel like there could be a collaboration with your partner. Okay, something that you could start together, a project that you could start with your partner. But in general, there's this energy of someone else working closely with you on this thing that you're starting. And again, it could be your partner. Yeah, it could be one of these guys. I don't know who you're gonna go for. That's completely up to you. I have a feeling that it might be this guy, but I'm gonna leave that up to you. um yeah, so there's this energy of this other person here. It could be a friend even, or a team that you're putting together where there's a lot of communication, and it's not all on one person's shoulders, being you. The work is divided equally, everyone has a task, everybody gets along, and you don't have to fight for recognition like you used to in the past. Okay, you're gonna get all the support you need. There's this energy of everything being very organized, and I feel like that has to do with you because you're gonna be the main character in the story here, and you're gonna have to make a lot of the decision for this new career of yours. You're responsible, okay? And I don't know if you're starting a new business. You probably are. You're starting a new project, but this is something that you've been wanting to do, and this is something that just ignites a fire within you, and then just it's very fulfilling. Okay. Now with the King of Wands here, we went from the beginning, okay, of this career journey with the Page of Wands, and so again, the beginner mode. Okay, maybe a part of you felt like you were not capable of handling a lot of responsibility, maybe because, excuse me, it's the incense. Maybe because in the past some people were at work or whatever, they made you feel like you were not capable of handling a lot of responsibility, that you were not capable, or you're you're gonna realize very quickly that you're going from the page to the king. Okay, very quickly you're making the jump from the page, so the beginner, to the king, the master. Okay, and so there's a lot of boss energy here. There's a lot of Aries energy. With Aries energy, the thing that comes with an Aries is, you could have Aries in your chart, is the fact that nobody can take your power away. Okay, and that you feel like the energy here with the King of Wands is essentially that you're feeling very, very strong about your vision. You're gonna get a lot more clarity because I did say at the beginning that you were not very clear on what was going on, this conflict that was happening, and it ties back to being in the present moment. Okay, because yeah, a lot of people are going to look up for you. A lot of, my goodness, my throat, excuse me. Yeah, okay, so you're finally going to be able to speak your truth, okay, and to be confident about your decision and what it is that you want in your career. I feel like a lot of people are going to look up to you for guidance, okay? Because you're gonna be, I have this image of you be opening up. I don't know if you're starting a company. I don't know what is cooking in your mind, but that's the energy that's coming through, of you taking matters into your own hands and becoming your own boss. Okay, that's the energy here. Let me see. Yeah, like if before you were not motivated, or now you're going to be extremely motivated and ambitious. Okay, because this is your own thing, this is your own baby. Okay, um you know exactly what to do. Okay, you know exactly what to do, you know exactly how to do it, and you have the skills, you have all the skills necessary, you have the vision, you have the team over here, and you're good to go. Okay, like it's all going to work out. You just have to have a little bit more faith into the universe, knowing that it's all going to work out for you. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to the advice. Yeah, we covered what you're leaving behind, what's coming. We covered love, we covered career. Now the card that showed up for you for the advice is Sky Father. I personally love this card. It says trust in the universe. I'll give you a moment to look at the image here to see if that means anything to you. Now, the other thing I wanted to add here with the last thing probably with the career is that there's no pentacles. Okay, and you're probably looking at the cards being like, how is this good if there's no pentacles, if there's no, money cards? But this is because, and it's all tying together, it's because of past subconscious beliefs that you've had of not being, of things not being able to work out, of you going and starting a business, but having it not work out because you just, your subconscious beliefs of negativity and whatever your old story was in the past. And so at the beginning of the reading, I did say let go of obsession to know what will happen in the future, this need to always know what will happen next. And that's because some things are, they're meant to be unknown, because if we know them, we might cut our own blessings. Okay, this is all connected. The past energy of what you were leaving behind, okay, of the Five of Wands, the conflict, and all that had to happen in order for you to take matters into your own hands with the Queen of Swords. Okay, now I'm going to leave you with the advice card. Know that the path is unfolding exactly as it needs to. Okay, try to uh, this this is going to be for some of you, but in general, try to improve your connection with the universe, okay, with source. Take the time when maybe you're drinking your morning coffee or your tea, your beverage of choice, to connect and to listen to the guidance that is provided to you from above. Um, the specific thing that I want to say for some of you is the fact that there's a male spirit that's coming through that passed on an ancestor that is watching over you and that is protecting you. And the message that's coming through here is that it has to do with an eagle, an owl, a tattoo, maybe a bird, something to do with that. And so if that resonates with you, let me know in the comments down below. But there's something that has to do with this male figure that passed on, that is watching over you, protecting you, and guiding you in the best way possible. Okay, meaning, don't worry, I have your back. And so, drop the worries, and continue to flow, because it's all going to work out. Okay, it will all work out. You guys, I'm going to leave you with this. I love you. I hope I was able to give you some guidance, some advice here. I thank you for being here. And again, I love you. Goodbye for now.